Good evening and welcome to a fantastic Masters Sunday. That's right, the Masters are wrapping up in Augusta, Georgia, and it's nothing I enjoy more than watching the strategy and the thoughtfulness, the intentionality of every player as they come to the green in these final rounds. McElroy is looking really great, and it's fantastic to be a part of such an awesome sport. I too enjoy golf, and that requires strategy. Nothing requires strategy more than caregiving. And on this unexpected journey, there are many times we have to be intentional, we have to be focused, we have to pay attention to every stroke and every shot as we're doing life caregiving. Today, we're going to be talking about chapters 1 and 4 in our book club. And I want to talk you through the chapters with the simple framework of care. That's right, C-A-R-E, care. Now, you and I as male spouses know there are many disruptions, and many times, I repeat, we require a strategy. So as we look at care, I want us to pause and ground ourselves in honesty. So let's take the C, the A, the R, and the E, review these 4 chapters, and see if we can help you in your caregiving journey. Now, this doesn't matter if you're caring for pets, automobiles, plants, or people. Care, C-A-R-E, is important. With this C, let's confront change. Let's start here because often changing is the hardest step. In the first chapters, we see how the Willis experienced such shifts in life, sudden shifts. And these shifts were confusing, and there were times of resistance and even times of grief. And if we're honest, most of us don't confront change. We want to avoid it. When we're caring for people, there are times where we just want to avoid it. We can't move forward until we acknowledge where we are and acknowledge that some changes can be made. So I have some questions for you. What have you been avoiding? From the chapters, what unexpected shifts in your life have you not fully faced? Remember, confronting is where growth begins. And speaking of growth, let's look at that A, accept reality. Acceptance doesn't mean we like what's happening. Acceptance doesn't mean we're seeking perfection. Acceptance doesn't mean we agree with everything. It simply means I'm no longer fighting against what it is. So often we get stuck in what should have been. This shouldn't have happened to me. I shouldn't have experienced this shift to where I have to be a primary caregiver. We question everything, but acceptance says, this is where I am. This is what I have, and this is where I begin to march forth. That's my birthday, March 4th. You reclaim your power when you accept change. So we've talked about the C, the change, and we've talked about the A, accepting the change as reality. And now this is the part where we can really be strategic. This is the letter that helps us change the dynamic. And this R is for reframe the narrative. This is where transformation really begins. So McElroy, as he's playing today, he's saying some different things to himself. His caddy is saying some things to him, and he is reframing a narrative that puts him in the spot to win. As caregivers, this is what we have to do as well. What is happening to me is a good question. But when we shift that to say, this is happening for me, that changes everything. That's not always easy to believe, but reframing allows us to see the possibility where we only once saw pain. If you have read the chapters, you'll see these valuable practices are not just for caregivers, but for anyone who desires to elevate. Reframing the narrative is purposeful and powerful. When we decide the story we tell ourselves and others is changing, we're accepting reality, we're changing, we can move forward with engagement and purpose. And this brings us to E, engagement with purpose. This is where most of chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4 come into play. It's talking about healing, it's talking about growth, it's talking about clarity, and it's not just for caregivers to stand still. We see from the Willises that caregiving on a personal note, it comes with engagement. If we take small steps, we don't have to have it all done right now. We have to allow ourselves small steps. I've been taking small steps on my caregiver journey, although my caregiving ended with my husband passing away 5 years ago. And when he did, I didn't try to figure everything out. On April 28th, 2021, I gave myself, my children, we gave each other engaging with purpose, taking one step at a time. We didn't figure out the whole plan. And trust me, I'm talking from experience. And this changed a lot for me. When we allow ourselves to take life one step at a time, engage with purpose, just see the next step. Perhaps it's medication, perhaps it's appointments. Break things down into smaller increments, smaller shots. Get to the green, so to speak, and give yourself the opportunity to engage with purpose. It's not about having it all figured out. It's about marching forth, one step at a time. When we reconnect, when we participate in our own becoming, and we give ourselves the strategy to CARE, confront it, accept it, reframe it, engage with it. This is how care for ourselves is right in the middle of change. Now I have a call to action. If any of the chapters resonate, or if anything I've said has resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you. So reach out to me at psmith@Millspout Advocacy Network and tell me which part of CARE are you currently walking through? Are you confronting it? Are you accepting it? Are you reframing it? Or are you engaging with it? Go ahead, take some time and share your comments, and let's continue these conversations. Now, until next time, remember, caregivers are life givers, and have a great week. Thank you.